Wake Up with Jim and Sab is exclusively on Spotify.
And if you want to start your own podcast, you can check out anchor.fm.
If you love the pod and you want to support us, make sure you follow us on Spotify.
Welcome to the
Welcome to
Wake Up with Jim podcast. Sorry, I was trying to make like scary sound effects. That was so lame. Rawr. Rawr. Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.
Spooky. Things are going to get spooky up in here because we're going to tell you all about our spooky stories.
Spooky na naman.
I thought it was going to be a curse-free episode, but nope. We didn't even last 2 minutes.
Anyway, this is our first episode back because we've been doing a lot of guests, no?
Oh,
Parang
yeah.
the past ilang Mondays have been guests.
Great past episodes.
Yes.
Gosh, I can't believe we had the Robredo sisters
We had
over.
the Robredo sisters. We had Karen Davila.
Just like some small-time names.
Yeah. And then yung dun sa our Friday pod, yung Makinig Ka Muna, we've been having guests also. So I think like refreshing to. Namiss kita.
It's refreshing.
Yeah. So today what we're going to talk about are horror stories, but because the fact that we don't like because it is a fact that we hate horror movies, we hate
Speak
the
for
horror
yourself.
genre. We hate ghosts.
like horror
We hate
stories.
anything that, you know, honest, sorry ayoko mambasag ng trip, pero hindi ko talaga gets.
But you know, we're jacking the trend of horror
Yes.
podcasts.
We're just, viral
We made you click.
viral jacking.
Ew.
Trend jacking pala.
Well, yeah, we made you click. These are our horror stories. Maybe some of them are about ghosts. Have you ever been ghosted, Jim?
As in ghost or
Like, I don't know, relationship-wise?
Jasper or
Jasper the friendly ghost.
Jasper the friendly
Pinoy
DDS.
ghost.
Hindi ba DDS yun?
Si Franco Mabrantor.
Abanta.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
Diba?
Yes.
Jasper yung name nun, diba?
Yes. Sa commercial. Anyway,
Ah,
labo.
wala lang. Ingot yun eh.
So have you ever been ghosted?
That's
That's a question.
grade 6.
Talaga? Anong ginawa sa'yo?
Ay, hindi.
As in, ginost
Hindi,
ka?
hindi pala ghost yun eh.
Nang ghost ka na? Yung totoo, yung totoo, yung totoo.
No.
Wow. Parang hindi pa siya concept masyado
Hindi
before,
siya pa, hindi siya viable option before.
no?
Kasi dati, if you did that, then you would be like, a
Parang may
crazy person.
Oh, ganon.
Naalala mo one time, we were at a gig, tas may nagkwento sa atin na parang ginost siya. Parang when we first learned about ghosting. And we were like, what?
What is that?
Ano yun?
Oh,
Diba? Yung
yeah.
Parang they were living together.
Yes. Tapos hindi na lang
Hindi
umuwi.
umuwi, hindi nag-reply.
Grabe yun. That was so foreign to us. Grabe.
Grabe, diba?
I still can't believe it even if I hear it years later.
So, yun nga. Anyway.
we're not gonna be talking about ghosting.
Yeah. We're gonna do horror stories. And ako, I think one of the things I can share is horrible bosses.
Okay.
Where do I begin?
Where to start?
Nakakatawa. To start my career, I was a copywriter in an ad agency. I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this
Cute. 18?
Ay, kailan ba tayo nag-graduate? 19.
18?
19.
Hindi kasi. 20 kasi.
20. Okay.
Sorry. OA ko. OA ko. Sorry. Okay, go.
Okay. So, I had this boss. He was like, he was basically my, parang creative director.
Okay.
Okay? So, he would approve my copy. It was my
You should
first...
totally put like scary music here.
I will.
Oh.
It was my first time talaga in a work environment. Okay?
As a fresh grad. no?
Yeah. So honestly, the start of my career was pretty fun. Like parang, wow, I'm meeting new people. Like they were treating me as the young kid. And like we would, parang they were really making an effort to get me acclimated in the company. And then, yung boss ko na yun, who's gay, in the beginning, just started joking around. Cute talaga ni Jim, no? Cute ni Jim. Ganon. So ako, ha 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 ha. I mean, just so you know, like, I spent my whole high school, and we had the most number of gay people in the batch. Diba? So,
medyo sanay ka naman.
sanay naman ako. Pero the thing is, ang babait ng mga kaklase ko. I mean, like, I respected them. They were brilliant, they're smart, and there were moments na they would be noisy and flamboyant and whatever, but they were always
as I think all high schoolers are anyway, right?
they were always kind and respectful.
They never made you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. So it wasn't, parang it was, kahit nga yun medyo na shock ako eh, yung parang cute ni Jim, gano'n. Parang, okay. So I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, at least hindi magiging gano'n ka, hindi pala to strict boss. Kasi pwede siya mangloko ng gano'n. Cool. And then it suddenly became, parang slowly and quickly, it just progressed really badly. Like parang, so it started with that, cute ni Jim. And then he started going to my desk, and then he would touch my earlobes.
Oh, wow.
As in, he would touch my earlobes and say like, anong ginagawa mo?
Oh my.
Ginagano niya ako. And then like, baby Jim. And then, I would
How old was he?
I think he was like 40 plus noong time na yun. So anyway, I would walk around the office, and he would, from far away, he would, like, with everyone hearing it, like, baby Jim, come here, baby Jim.
Oh.
And again, he's the boss of everyone. So ako parang, okay. So parang, and then he would say like, come here. So ganun yun. So I would go there, and then from that, and then parang he would touch my hand, touch my hair while I was working. And then, it's like, oh, wow, this is like, parang nakakatawa eh. Kasi parang I don't even remember, like, parang now looking back, I can't believe na tiniis ko yun. Parang, I mean, hindi pa kasi ganito yung mundo nun eh. Alam mo yun? I'm sure if ganito yung,
Sorry, that was like horror music. Sorry.
So anyway, it was, I don't know, parang during that time, like parang I felt like it's impossible for me to tell anyone kasi parang he's the super boss, and
I think he was doing it in front of everyone.
Yeah, he was doing it in front of everyone naman. Kaya hindi naman ako natatakot. Parang so ako parang I don't want to be the parang
basag trip.
Parang gano'n, parang sinira ko yung joke. Kasi medyo naman eh, like the work environment wasn't so good. Like literally, like, you know how there's an AE, accounts, diba? So kami yung creatives, pupunta yung accounts, sabihin, let's call her Jessica.
Okay.
May isa, hindi ito yung horrible boss yung isa, sasabihin niya, Jessica, laki talaga ng boobs mo.
This is a different guy.
I still remember this until now. As in talagang, let's say, he'd be on his computer, he'd open up Facebook, and it was her post.
Yeah.
Tapos siya, putang ina, Jessica, grabe naman tong boobs mo.
Is this a straight guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
No joke.
And it was just normalized.
Yeah. Super.
Damn.
So, anyway.
Gano'ng katagal ka doon nagstay?
8 months. Nakakatawa na si Ali applied there.
Oh.
Anyway. Hindi kasi si Ali applied there. He went there for an interview.
Ginawa ka rin yung earlobes niya.
Hindi, siya yung humawak.
Wow, mga tenga.
Sabi ko, Ali, please, sana makuha mo. Kasi I was kind of like getting depressed na. Kasi dito na pumangit, okay? This is like one instance. There was no one there. So parang ako, kung wala nang ibang tao, it's not a joke anymore. Diba? You're not trying to make people laugh. he got my phone and then read my girlfriend's messages. And he's saying like, ano ba to? Tapos parang, and then he started texting her. Yeah.
What?
Yes, he started texting her like parang, oh, I'm busy with my baby, ganyan. Ginanon niya. And then,
Well, that is a fucking power trip.
yeah. And then he was looking at her picture and he was saying like, pangit naman ito. So I was like, putang ina no ah. Parang, okay. Tapos, and then, we got to, there was a point na he was telling me to come in earlier than everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, starting tomorrow ha, you're gonna come in at 9 a.m. Everyone, kasi the reason why I was like, okay, this is cool, 10 o'clock, not bad. You have to come in at 9 kasi magbe-breakfast tayo. And then every day na I would arrive not 9. Tapos hindi ako pupunta dun sa pantry with him. Talagang,
Papaglitan ka niya.
oo. So finally, parang sa inan to, hindi ko na kaya. So I talked to HR.
Wow, good job.
I did.
What did you say?
Kunento ko lahat.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Ano
And
sabi?
And then kunento ko lahat and you know what?
And then
what-
they fired Jessica.
You know
Charot.
what made this You know what made this HR person so horrible?
Why?
She made me feel like ano ka ba?
OA ka.
Parang ganon.
Oh my gosh, gaslighting, that's exactly what happens to women when they come forward. And it must have been hard for you because, yeah.
Yeah, because well, at that point I really didn't want to work na there.
Yeah.
So I told her with the hopes of, because I was telling my dad.
Oh.
Um
It must have made you really uncomfortable for you to really tell people about it, di ba?
hindi. Hindi naman. I was telling everyone about it eh. Parang, tangina labo na to. As in, I was very, kunakwento ko sa natin, kaya gagawin ko.
Kaya kasi, I remember kasi you were saying na he would also cook for you.
Yun
to
nga.
bring you food. So parang, I guess you're conflicted na parang, I think he's just being nice. And then biglang he'll do something. And
Yeah, he did
may
that.
ganon,
He
no?
did that. Like, kunwari, he do the get the phone thing. And I would ano talaga, nagka-point pala na I would come in, talagang tangina, as in, tinitingnan ko with, like, parang tanginan to.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, paglalapit siya, tapos sasabihin ko, ha? Ginagano mo na, as in, siya yung boss ko. Like, kunwari, sasubmit ko yung copy. Ano? Oo. Sabi niya, sungit mo naman.
Yeah.
Naging gano'n. And then, the next day, yun nga, parang,
Babawi siya.
Oo, dadala siya ng ganyan. So anyway, so sinumbong ko for the sake of it because I just wanted to like, fuck you. Kasi parang, konti na lang, there was this one time, we were at the conference room, parang tatlo kami. Him, another senior guy, and me. And I really thought nasasapakin ko na siya.
Oh, wow.
As in like, I was presenting. And he wasn't even part of the presentation. So again, I was a junior. I had a direct boss, and he was the super boss. Okay, so I was presenting to my direct boss, who I liked, and I was saying like, okay, this is how I want the commercial to go, blah blah blah, and he kept interrupting me while I was presenting.
Saying what?
Like, no, that's not it. Parang ginaganon, tapos parang sinasabi niya like, sit up straight. Ginaganon niya ako. Tas parang talagang gumanon na ako, parang gumanon ako. So my
I'm gonna say what he did. He was mouthing putang ina.
Yeah. my direct boss told him, sabi, blank, ano lang, tapusin lang namin to. And then when he left, that's when I told my direct boss. Sinabi ko na, putang ina, hindi ko na kaya. I'm quitting. And then he's the one who told me pala. I just remembered now. He told me, go to HR. Sabi niya kasi, dati pa naman yan, he shouldn't be able to get away with that.
Oh, that's a good direct boss.
But the thing is, yun nga, the culture nga was so bad. Because no one helped. Diba?
Yeah.
Parang if everyone sees that, then I'm sure that it's not happening now, for sure.
Yeah.
And I never know. I never found out. I never found out what happened to him.
Well, I hope he doesn't do that anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good thing that people are starting to become aware that this shouldn't be normal, that this isn't normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a horror story. Jeez,
Yeah.
glad you got out of it.
Yeah.
I have a kind of similar story
Mm.
in a sense na I felt harassed by my director at the time. I had a director for a show I was doing. And then, parang ano lang siya, parang pa-cool guy. And then, usually kasi hindi ako sanay eh. Usually yung mga directors namin, very,
Kebs.
parang you never really see them because they're in the van where they do the directing. And then they'll just come out to direct you for your parts. Ito, parang he'd like to hang out and then even like, you know, offer some beers and stuff sometimes. And because when you're taping, it really is long hours, diba? And then sometimes, pag patapos na, ganyan. But like, it's a full-on crew. So I was waiting for my turn, just hanging out with my co-actors. And then he was there with us, like, you know, talking about the scene and then also like talking about other stuff, making chika-chika lang. And I remember I was wearing this tube dress na parang medyo Daster vibes nga eh. Daster. Parang hindi siya like body fit. It was like, you know, just a loose summer dress. And then I remember I was so shocked because he was pretty cool, like in a big brother kind of way. And we never really talked. Mga ha-ha-ha, mga ganun lang. And then, lagi naman akong low profile lang pag taping. And then, he said to one of the, parang in front of all the other actors, he said, to talagang si Saab, parang ang sarap ganunin nung dress niya. And he made the gesture na huhugutan niya pababa.
What the fuck?
And then everyone's just like, ha 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 ha. And then syempre, ako rin, I'm like, ha ha. But also, it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
What you just talked about exposing my breasts in front of everyone and we're all laughing. And then syempre, you're laughing too because you're like, wait a minute, you're in shock, right?
Yeah.
So that was very horrific to me. And I never, parang it always comes back to me when I read about other horrible stuff that's happening to other people. And that moment always comes up sa akin. Kasi sometimes you don't know that it was harassment until later on.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Ako naman, another horrible one that's on the more light side.
Boss pa rin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this boss,
Aha. Para tayong nagpapataasan ng ano. Yung boss
hindi, wala
ko,
na to.
siya-
I think yun na yung I think that one was the peak. This one is he is the COO, child of fucking owner. And this dude is like the biggest fucking brat ever.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
As in like literally parang ano talaga, Marcos.
Oh, damn.
Parang born into a world oblivious to parang to everything else, just knows like and was raised in a way na parang, "Hoy, mayaman tayo ha. Life is for the riches." Ganon. Like entitled spoiled brat.
Okay.
And nakakatawa, I can't go into specifics that much. Pero
Yeah, please don't.
pero
No, it's just as a disclaimer, we say these things not to bash the people, but because we do wanna think that today they're a different person.
no, they're not.
Maybe.
Ay, hindi. Ito hindi.
Confirmed ito hindi.
Oo.
Okay.
So, ang strange lang talaga kasi ako nung una, parang when I got the position, I was like, cool, fuck, I'll be in charge. And then parang with the way this guy was talking, parang, and then the way people were talking about him, like, he's never around, doesn't give a fuck. Pero when I say horrible, ganito. Kunwari, let's say, I do this whole business presentation. Let's say I say, the business is, sales are declining in these categories. Parang, we need to do this. This is how we'll measure. And ito yung strategy natin. Tapos biglang, parang gusto ko magpa-party sa Valkyrie. Tapos parang, ha? Tapos parang, ang labo talaga, as in like, kaya I have this whole sales plan na parang the key kasi is to up distribution, blah, blah, blah. Biglang, pwede bang kunin natin si Updharma down. Parang gano'n.
Okay.
So parang random na parang, and then parang,
just wants to party.
and then ito yung worst thing. Okay lang siguro sa akin yung gano'n eh. Parang, who wouldn't want, if you're in marketing who wouldn't want a boss that would love to splurge, diba? And walang paki sa pera. That's cool. The problem is, sobrang kuripot. Strange talaga. Parang, will buy a Ferrari, pero does not, like, I overhear him like, di naman ako yung nag-ganon yun paano mo yan kay mommy? Pag nagsasign ng checks, as in rinig sa buong office, bakit hindi rin i-reimburse yung ko? Ang gano'n. So anyway.
That's bad business.
Anyway, so parang, kunin nyo naman, so parang sabihin ko, okay, let me check with them. Like, what's our budget for entertainment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. Bigyan mo na lang ng GCs.
For like a full-on band, like a big
Updharma.
big name. Yeah, like an Updharma. Bigyan mo ng
Updharma down. Sabi, bigyan mo na lang ng GC. Sabi ko, magkano? Yeah. Okay na yung mga 3,000.
Grabe, I can't.
Tapos sabi ko, 3,000 per member na GC for a fucking 1-hour set?
Yeah.
At a corporate event? Gago ka ba? Tapos parang, another one was, okay, ito. So he'd say, kita ko magre-reunion yung EHEDS, no? Sabi ko, I don't know. Sabi niya, nakita ko sa Instagram mo, kasama mo si Ellie, Tapos parang, and then what he would do is, weird talaga, like parang, always try to, parang, put me down. Like parang he'd always be like,
parang wala ka naman eh.
Parang ganun sa kanya, parang, pero bigla siyang gagano'n, like parang, text mo naman si Ellie, Text mo naman si Ellie kung tuloy yung reunion.
I remember ba he would always rub it in your face na parang Ateneo ka? Ganun.
No, in a good way naman yun.
Okay. Akala ko parang he would put you
Kaya
down.
na honestly, nakakatawa. Parang horrible because, horrible talaga. As in like, if I was a fresh grad and I didn't know anything, man, that would have derailed me. Diba? Pero, it's funny. Parang, it was very entertaining, honestly. Like, looking back, like, it was so entertaining to see like a spoiled boy running a very successful company.
Yeah.
And talagang talaga, parang konti na lang, parang, tawagin mo si mommy. Ganun. Hindi pala konti na lang, ganun. Like, we would be in the conference room with like 20 people. There's head of accounting, ganun. Parang yung tinatawag nga nilang mancom. Parang head of each department. So, nandun kami. Tapos very serious yung usapan. Tapos biglang, hello. As in, ganun siya. As in, kaya ako sinasabi na rich boy talaga, na spoiled brat. Yung tipong walang etiquette talaga. Like, someone is saying, okay, the figures are ganyan, bigla siyang, hello. Kunin mo yung golf clubs. Oo. Dalhin mo na, padala mo na. No, please. No, thank you, ever. Walang please, no, thank you.
Oh my
As in,
God.
parang ganun siya. Hindi, kay mami.
In the middle of someone presenting.
While someone's presenting, or ganito while someone's presenting, katabi ko siya lagi. Lagi siyang, kasi weird parang trinato niya akong parang, what do you call this? Parang,
Mentee.
Hindi.
Okay.
Hindi nga mentee Parang gusto niya akong maging friend.
Okay.
Parang ganun siya kapakul. Parang pahul siya na, pa-post naman pero parang gusto niya magpa-post ng stuff pero hindi niya ihihingin yung favor. Gets mo? And then he'd put me down na parang, wala naman yun. Pero anyway. So parang magkatabi kami. Habang may nagpe-present, the whole time nakatingin siya sa phone niya. Tapos tumatawa siya.
Oh my God.
As in tumatawa, nakaganyan siya. Tapos nakatitig lang siya sa phone. Tapos tumatawa.
Well, people are presenting the numbers of the company.
Tapos sumisilip ako, nag-Instagram.
Laugh trip.
Sobrang laugh trip talaga. Tapos, ang nakakatawa kasi yung pamilya is like, talagang nouveau talaga.
Yeah.
Extreme nouveau. Yung parang, got wealthy and then didn't know how to fucking, you know, I mean, it's not about suddenly becoming rich, but you suddenly become rich and walang kahit anong humility na
Yeah.
natira.
Mm.
Alam mo yun?
Yes,
Parang
yes.
yung all the humility that you had, you just want to, you instead of being, oh my God, I am now rich.
Yes.
Parang I would love to share the wealth. It's
Yeah.
becoming more kuripot and you don't want to share to with people and you want to flaunt it.
Yeah.
Yun yung ganun ang nouveau. For, yun yung pagkalam ko. Anyway, yung parang you want to flaunt it na, uy, tingnan mo tong LV ko. Tingnan mo yung LV ko. Ikaw, hindi ka naka-LV. Kasi ako mayaman na ako ngayon.
Oh.
Tang ina mo.
Yeah, I get
Ganon.
that.
Parang, pwede ba tayo maglagay ng ano? Pwede ba tayo maglagay ng aso dito sa mansion na to?
Yung aso na gawa sa marble.
Oh. Ganon. Yung parang... Yung,
Or pwede bang lion?
alam mo yung equivalent ng... alam mo yung equivalent ng Nouveau Rich?
What?
Remember, ito horrible. Kwento
What?
natin to.
What?
Our horrible...
I'm so afraid that we're gonna give too much detail.
No. Ito hindi.
Okay,
Hindi,
sige.
not at all. Horrible host.
Okay.
We stayed at this person's house, which is the definition of nouveau horror. Que horror.
Okay, sige. Don't go to the specific.
Okay lang. No one will know. We don't even know his name.
Actually, I don't even remember his name.
So when we toured with our band, we went to the States, 'di ba? So parang ano yun astig kasi mga Pinoy, like they help out and like you stay in certain places. So we stayed at this place and there was this host na he had his house was
Wait,
nice.
it was nice.
It was nice because again, parang Tagaytay is nice, diba? So parang you're in the States, everything is Tagaytay. So anyway, it was nice.
Yeah.
And then parang as soon as we got there, and we were so tired kasi like we flew from LA and the band was there.
To clarify, we weren't sleeping in his house. He just had the musicians over.
Oh, parang party daw in his place, ganyan. Parang welcome party. And then this guy is the true definition of yung parang yung
yeah, I could tell he was insecure.
Yung insecure na kailangan ipakita na States ako. Parang Pinoy ako pero States ako.
Yeah.
Grabe ang States. Parang heaven ang States. Ano ba yung gano'n? Yung parang, nakatry ka na ba ng Coke? Di ba? Parang,
wala kayong Coke sa Pinas?
parang, may Coke Zero dito . Alam mo may Coke Zero? Alam mo yung ganong type?
Yeah. And he was exactly like that. And he was doing that about Apple phones.
Apple phone.
Remember where he was like, meron ba kayo na parang Apple phones? And like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, of course we have Apple phones.
And this is the parang typical tito na I'm sure, again, by all means, I respect someone who earns a decent wage.
Yeah.
And it's not like this guy is like it's not like he founded Facebook. Gets ko pa siguro if he founded Facebook and we were in his triple mansion estate and he had like 7 pools and he was like, hey guys, do you want to go to the 7th pool? Diba? Parang, or by the way guys, may slide pala from the bathroom to the pools. Gets mo? Parang this is new information. This is very impressive. Okay. Pero like, yung
He's making a big deal about his Alexa.
The Alexa. Paulit-ulit. Alexa! Play play Carrie Underwood. Mga ganun.
Carrie. It's one thing to actually use Alexa for, you're using Alexa. But like he kept showing off.
Unnecessarily using it. Diba?
He was showing off the tricks and stuff. And
parang we did the obligatory parang ay astig.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we were doing that.
Nice. May
as
ganun naman,
guests.
may one round.
And then he was implying that we had never tasted Green Label.
Yun pala. Parang
Johnny Walker Green
parang sabi
Label.
niya like parang first of all, if you are really a Scotch or whiskey connoisseur, then parang why would you be so fixated on a blended whiskey, diba? So anyway, he was like saying, ano yun? Kanya. Guys, na-try niyo ba Green Label? Tapos kami nila Kyle, we're like, no. Sabi niya, anong Johnny Walker na na-try niyo? Tas parang I remember I was so tempted to say like, actually si Saab was an endorser of fucking Johnny Walker.
The whole band
Diba?
drank Johnny Walker
For
like,
what, 2 years?
Yeah.
For free? So parang we tried everything, man. Just not Green Label. So
O
parang...
baka nga wala nga tayong John. Baka nga wala tayong
Hindi,
Green
hindi,
Label.
hindi. The thing, I remember kasi, dati pa yun.
Yeah.
Pero talagang, pati yung mga tito dito, yung mga tito ko dito, ganun rin, parang try new Green Label.
Masarap naman talaga yung Green Label.
Okay lang.
Masarap naman.
Okay lang.
I think you're tainted by this guy's,
Hindi. I just really don't like na,
Okay, anyway.
I don't like, anyway. So, he started saying like, parang, try niyo ba itong Green Label? Parang, pare, seryoso pare, fuck blue label, pare.
He kept saying that.
He kept saying
It
that,
was
ba?
weird.
Fuck blue label. Parang, and we didn't even mention that. Na parang
Yeah.
we want blue label. FYI, if you don't know what we're talking about, yung blue label, yung sobrang mahal na Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
It's like, basta mahal siya. Siya yung parang top of the line. And he just kept saying that this one, which was not as top of the line, was the better one. And then he did that. And then what else did he do? The phone.
He was telling us to take a sneak peek inside his living room because of the super huge big screen TV. Remember?
Yeah. And then he was talking about his drum set. May drum set daw siya sa
Yeah,
bahay.
but honestly, when I look back, parang I could feel that this guy was pretty lonely.
He had a
Right?
whole family.
Yeah, he had a family, but then maybe he doesn't have a lot of Pinoy friends.
Pero,
So he's just like,
pero ako sabi, there's a way of doing it.
oh yeah, definitely. I think he was just parang uncomfortable.
There's a way
Ewan ko.
naman na you can show na, hey, you know what? I'm successful.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between people who, hey, I'm successful. And people who are parang, tangay na kayo, hindi kayo successful.
Yeah,
yun naman yung nag-iba eh.
He was
Yun
kind
yung-
of doing that.
That's why, Kyle never gets annoyed at anyone. He was like, whoa, what's going on? Diba? He was like, we gotta get out of here. Let's go home. Ganun siya.
Yeah.
So, it was that bad. So,
That's the sad thing. A lot of, no, I'm not saying all, but a lot of people, a lot of Pinoys who go to the States really try to keep rubbing it in your face na mas okay dito. Alam mo yun? Na parang, it's your choice. I mean, it's great if you're living your life there, but maybe don't imply that we don't have Apple iPhones and Green Label here. I mean, even if we didn't, it's like, who cares, man? Like, congrats.
and again, I want to clarify na there's a big difference between, oh my God, guys, na-try nyo na ba to?
Ang sarap nito.
And
stop there, maybe.
Nakatry na ba kayo ng ganito? Baka naman, honestly, kunwari, they say, hey, na-try nyo na ba ang CPK? Kunwari lang. Let's say, no idea talaga. Matagal lang wala sa Pilipinas. And for them, the last time they were here, parang talagang tropical hot lang ang meron dito. Wala, hindi nila alam na may Krispy Kreme na, uy guys, gusto nyo mag-Krispy Kreme? Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
That's normal. That's fine. But there is, and I'm sure our pod kids would know a relative or two who are like this, na parang yung kailangan iparamdam na like, the Philippines is so, like, ayun nga, I have cousins who are like that, na parang, yakage them, like, we can't go to Mega Mall because we might get raped.
Damn.
Yung parang, alam mo yun, parang, no way are we gonna go to Mega Mall. Yung may ganong vibe that you guys are worse than us because we live in the States.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, honestly, I guess it's from the news right now. I think it's pretty, parang kind of valid. Diba? Siguro reading the news about the EJ case and shit. But back then, wala namang ganun eh. So,
Yeah, wala pa naman nun. And, I mean, of course, hindi ko naman, aaminin ko naman talaga na,
yeah.
how I wish we were in a first world country
Yes.
and we were, governed by decent people.
Yeah.
Well, that's not exactly the case for the US. Pero,
Yeah. Sobrang gets ko daw yung sinasabi mo.
there's a way of, parang, a way of being humble,
Yeah.
I guess. And parang,
Gets ko yung sinasabi mo. Parang very condescending yung mga parang, gusto mo kasi dito may ganito eh.
Oo.
Okay.
parang, nakatikim na ba kayo ng butter?
No, but you haven't had States butter.
Oo. Okay, that's it. Just a few reminders. Hope you guys can stream our newest music video starring
Yes.
Piolo Pascual.
Directed by Quark and Ares.
Uh,
Cheats Hakbang. Just
Hakbang. It
search
was
on
actually the
YouTube.
intro song.
Oh,
And it
cool.
will be the intro song of our pod. So
Love it.
stream it also on Spotify. Yeah, Hakbang. And then if you do support VP Lenny, you can go to
And we hope you do.
linyalinya.ph. We are selling the pink to Mindig shirts. What else?
That's it for me.
All right. Bye.
Bye.